Today we're taking a look at these MLB matches, which are happening on Sunday, July 9, 2023, and giving you our team and total picks for today. Welcome back to High Stakes. Before we dive into our video, don't forget to subscribe and to push the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Also check out our Patreon if you want access to our premium picks. Our Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. You will find the link to our Patreon in the description and comments section below. Texas Rangers vs Washington Nationals. The Rangers will turn to Dane Dunning in the finale of this series and the final game for Texas before the break. He picked up the win last Tuesday, allowing 1 run on 6 hits and a walk over 6 innings in a 6-2 victory over the Red Sox. He struck out 4 in another excellent effort. The Rangers gave the right-hander a 3-1 lead in the top of the second inning, and he never looked back, tossing 61 of 89 pitches for strikes before leaving. Dunning has laced off 4 straight quality starts and won 4 straight decisions since the beginning of June, posting a 3.29 ERA and 23.11 kBB in his last 6 appearances, 38.1 innings. The week before, he nearly had a complete game against the Tigers, firing 8.2 innings and striking out 10. He has been everything the Rangers had hoped for this year and has a good chance to continue his dominant stretch against a mediocre Nationals. Southpaw Patrick Corbin will toe the rubber in the final game for the Nats before the break. He took the loss in his start last Tuesday, allowing 6 runs on 10 hits and 3 walks over 5 innings in an 8-4 loss against the Reds. He struck out 2 in the tough outing. It was a rough day for Corbin after he shut out the Mariners over 7 innings in his previous start. The 33-year-old lefty is now 1-5 with a 5.54 ERA over his last 7 starts. Overall, Corbin's ERA is up to 5.13 with a 1.59 whip and 68.32 kBB across 18 starts, 101.2 innings this season. He has been a reliable member of the Nationals rotation, but they do not expect the veteran to deliver many stellar performances. He is merely there on a rebuilding club to soak up innings, and the team will likely call up their slew of young arms after the break. Corbin will likely remain in the rotation, but look for Washington to give a lot more opportunities to kiddos in their system. Washington is last in the National League East and will likely remain there for the rest of the season. Patrick Corbin will start for the Nationals in their final game before the All-Star break. He has been struggling this season with a 5.13 ERA. However, he is facing a tough opponent in the Texas Rangers, who have the highest run total and on-base percentage in the majors. Dane Dunning has been on a roll for the Rangers in June, winning 4 straight decisions with a 3.29 ERA. He is expected to continue his success against the Nationals, who are last in the National League East. Texas is a heavy favorite in this game, and I expect them to win by 2 or more runs. The Rangers have been elite from the dish all year, leading the majors in runs and hits. Although they have been amazing at home, they have kept up the same run production on the road, ranked 3rd in runs and hits. Washington has been serving up runs on a platter, entering into this game bottom 5 in staff ERA, whip, and home runs allowed. Washington has lost 5 in a row at home and has averaged less than 3.80 runs per game over their last 10 games against Texas. Look for the Rangers to put up a big number on Corbin, but with the way Dane Dunning has pitched this month, I do not expect the Nationals to deliver more than 2 or 3 runs. The total number has gone under in 7 of Washington's last 8 meetings with their interleague opponent. Take the under. Chicago Cubs vs New York Yankees. The Chicago Cubs have been doing a decent job throughout the year, as they are currently 17th in the majors with a .724 team ops while averaging 4.6 runs per game. They are doing pretty well on the road, as in 44 road games, Chicago has a .727 ops while scoring 4.52 runs per game up to this point. Second baseman Nico Homer has been doing decently well, as he has a .711 ops with 5 home runs, 44 RBI, 46 runs scored, and 20 stolen bases on 23 tries. The New York Yankees have been struggling throughout the season offensively, as they are tied with the Pittsburgh Pirates for 23rd with a .706 team ops while scoring 4.38 runs per game thus far. This lineup should do more inside of Yankee Stadium, as they have a .224, .29, 4.409 line while averaging 4.12 runs in their 49 home games. First baseman Anthony Rizzo has been leading the way for the lineup, as he has a .258, .35, 2.407 line with 11 homers, 38 RBI, and 41 runs scored. Domingo German has not pitched too well when diving into his baseball saving page, as he is in the 29th percentile in XSLG, 36th percentile in barrel percentage, 37th percentile in ZERA, and 38th percentile in SBA. German also has a 4-pitch arsenal: curveball, fastball, changeup, sinker, and his curveball has been doing extremely well, as he has a .184 batting average and 58 strikeouts. This will be his first career appearance against the Chicago Cubs, so this should be a huge opportunity for him. Kyle Hendricks and Domingo German will be facing off in a pitching duel today. Hendricks has been on a roll lately, with a 2.28 ERA and a 0.85 WHIP in his last 7 starts. German, on the other hand, has been struggling, with a 5.50 ERA and a 1.35 WHIP in his last 7 starts. The Cubs' offense has also been playing better than the Yankees' offense lately. The Cubs are averaging 4.86 runs per game in the last 7 days, while the Yankees are averaging 3.57 runs per game. Based on these factors, I think the Cubs are more likely to win this game. However, it will be a close game, and it could go either way. Kyle Hendricks is 2-1 with a 1.71 ERA and a .132 batting average against in 4 road starts, while Domingo German is 2-4 with a 4.43 ERA and a .231 opposing batting average in his 8 starts at Yankee Stadium this season. Neither bullpen has been giving up too many runs this year, as New York is second in the sport with a 3.06 reliever ERA, while Chicago is 17th with a 4.05 bullpen ERA this year. The under has hit in 12 of the last 16 games against one another, so go with under 8.5 runs in this game. Oakland Athletics vs Boston Red Sox. After losing the opener on Friday night, the Athletics had dropped 2 in a row and were 6-7 over their last 13 games, which stands as one of their better stretches of the season. They had won 2 of 3 games from the White Sox and Tigers prior to arriving in Boston. They have won 6 series all season. Oakland's pitching is the bottom of the barrel, with a 6.06 team ERA over 91 games, by far the highest in baseball. Their 393 walks allowed were 47 more than any team had given up. Sears had yielded 20 free passes over 94.2 innings this season. He did not allow a free pass in his last start, a stellar 7.1 scoreless inning bout in which he gave up just 5 hits. With a win on Friday night, the Sox had snapped off 3 straight wins and had gone 6-1 in their last 7 games prior to Saturday. Over that 7-game span, the offense put up a combined 40 runs, including 20 in their last 2 games. They have scored 443 runs over 90 games, the 7th most runs in baseball, and their 808 hits were 4th most. Alex Verdugo was hitting .288 heading through 82 games played, which was good enough for 11th best in the AL. The Red Sox right fielder has scored 57 runs, 7th most in the league, and his 26 doubles were tied for 2nd most in the league, alongside teammate Jarren Duran. The Oakland Athletics are in a terrible slump right now, and it is hard to find any reason to bet on them. Their opponents have won by an average of 7.1 runs in their last 8 losses, and they have twice lost by 11 runs. The Boston Red Sox, on the other hand, are playing well and are looking to keep their momentum going. I think they will win this game by at least 2 runs, so I would recommend betting on the run line. Between them, these 2 teams have seen 93 of their games reach over their respective totals this season. The first game of this series actually pushed to 10 runs, but Sunday's series finale has some question marks when it comes to the pitch, as Boston had yet to announce who would even be starting for them. That should favor the bats on this day, and if Oakland can get 3 against Boston when they used a bullpen day on Friday, they can do it again on Sunday. Sears was great in his last start, but the only other time he pitched a scoreless outing, he followed by allowing 3 home runs and 5 earned runs at the Yankees. Take the over.